How is it possible to create a cinematographic creature, multidimensional in its form as much as in its psyche? Stripping down matter and technique to its essence provides a set of grammatical rules. To blend between languages in harmony, equally enhancing each other, requires the synthesis of a delicate balance. This fragility in motion speaks for the individual before its gestures. It demands respect, breathing room, distance. Its existence stretches over multiple intersecting timelines, crisscrossing in and out of the digital and the analog worlds. A simultaneous participation of exploded concepts and crafts.
Speaking on the plasticity of inaccessible environments means to describe within a complete absence of referents the selective act which orientates the spatiality imposes the sound as an immediate signifier, while contrarily silencing its presence relatively to the image. The concreteness of the body's material and immaterial components witnesses the domains, positioning the viewer's perception on the edge of intelligibility.
How is it possible to speak to a cinematographic creature whose world I control, but I cannot experience? Structuring a reaction-based communication means an exercise of stimulation and listening. When all thoughts are reduced to a rectangular ratio and a handful of cuts, any input's meaning coincides with its sobriety and timing. The film begins and ends along with the exhaustion of the director's role. Music becomes editing, sounds become speech.
The director's paradoxical dynamic of both control and distance finds its nonverbal voice throughout a codified audio communication. Malleable musical expedients, explicitly alien to the diegetic context, position the intrusions of the interrogating agent. The interpreting cues indexed to the viewer are underlined by noises adherent to the film's universe and abstracted into phonemes.
Every chapter is a phase of the issue. The symbolic impact of an auxiliary register relies on its efficacy in embodying the concepts both in the figure and in the technique. Exploring macro and microcosmos, bi-, tri-, and quadridimensional objects take control of the screen. The viewer, addressed solely in these pulsating moments, is breathed back into the witnessing of the dialogue. The film lives by its structural dynamics, meant to persist and endure indefinitely once the viewer substitutes themselves as the new interrogating agent.